Pisces, my lovelies, hello, how are you? Welcome to your reading for July 2022. It's a general reading, okay, so I'm not putting on any particular area of life. I will speak a lot about various energies. It's kind of for you to take what I'm saying about various energies and see how they apply to your life, whether that be applicable for you in areas of love, career, spirituality, relationships, family, however, whatever. Sometimes particular themes do come through, and I will say that where I see it. It's a collective energy that I'm pulling on, okay, so not necessarily every single message is going to be for you. Please take what fits, leave the rest behind. Use your intuition, your discernment. I'm not here to tell you what to do, okay. My style generally seems to involve prompting you to ask questions about yourself more and more, is what I'm realising with the way my readings seem to go. I mean, yeah, sometimes kind of advicey stuff comes through, but yeah, we'll see. You'll get the feel for it if you're new here, the way I do it. 8 of Cups. Oh, 8 of Water, really, in this deck. Watery energy, that is your energy, Pisces. You're a water sign. You are feels really aligned for you at the moment. This is an unusual tarot deck. The traditional meanings don't necessarily do it. Another water card. 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, nice. The Queen of Air. You see, he's all his chakras are lit up. He just feels like the figure in this card, he or she, it's a male, I think, really, feels very aligned. There's a big moon in the background there, you can see. Is it? No, actually, I don't think it is a moon. It's not circular enough. The moon is your card as well, but that did have me thinking of the moon. I don't know. He feels kind of open to receive. He feels open to receive this guy. Kind of open to receive love, because it's cups, it's water. It is the suit in the tarot that represents emotions, love. So yeah, he feels open to receive love, but also kind of open to receive messages. Sorry, my cats are, yeah, it's just that time of year where they're really into bringing me presents. Yeah, hang on a minute. Yeah, my other cat's outside. She's probably got some, no, she doesn't have anything. I'm pretty sure they bought me something in the kitchen and it's downstairs, hiding behind the unit somewhere. You don't need to know that anyway, I'm sorry. The moon is present in this card, though. The 10 of Cups on this particular 10 of Cups card. We do see the moon. So, see, what I was going to say when I saw that kind of moon type thing there is that you might be getting vivid dreams. He's open to receive. I think he's open to receive messages from the universe, particularly through dreams at the moment. You might be getting quite vivid dreams, and there might be something in those dreams for you. Queen of Air speaks of kind of inner wisdom here. It's the equivalent of the Queen of Swords in this deck. I will just keep holding these cards up for you, because there's such like detailed imagery in these cards. I do feel like there might be little winks from the universe to you directly, little synchronicities. So that's why I do that. It's not all about my interpretation, like I'm just not sit here and tell you what to do type reader. Yeah. So I feel like it's taken you quite a long time to get to this point of feeling receptive to love. What is love? This might be a question you're asking yourself. You know, I don't mean love a feeling as such. I don't mean love what happens between two people in a romantic partnership as such. I just mean that love that surrounds us all. It feels like you're feeling it, receiving it in a way that maybe you've not done before, and maybe it's taken you some time to get to this point, just because of the turtle on this card, which feels like slow energy, like it's taken you a time to get to this point where you're really feeling. Some people might call it God, some people might call it source, the universe, love. Yeah. And it's kind of like an inner knowing has been woken up in you here. Normally the Queen of Swords is a very kind of logical energy, but I'm just really getting a sense of inner knowing. And there's probably a bit of a play off at the moment with how you balance that with logic and reasoning, because some of it, I get the feeling for you, some of it isn't making sense in a sort of logical way. 7, you got the 7 of fire. 7 of fire on the bottom of the deck. So this suggests to me in the past you might have actually been quite a vocal skeptic of things that you are now like opening your eyes to and being like, okay, maybe there's more to this life than kind of what we can see. The child is underneath that. This feels like the beginning of a journey. Right at the beginning of a kind of, this whole thing has got a bit of a feel of an awakening to it on some level. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's quite a lot of excitement tied up with it for you as well, which is kind of what happens. Let me see, where should we go with this? So I think the Queen of Swords is asking questions about how to balance this sort of new awareness with your previous logic and reasoning. So let's ask some questions about how you might balance that. So I'm going to kind of clarify the Queen of Swords here for you and see if we can get anything. It might give us a bit more on that. Thank you. We've got death. Yeah. Death in the Chariot. So it feels like it's all happening quite fast. So that's funny, isn't it? Because I said it's taken you a long time to get this point, and I do think it has taken you a long time to get to this point. But now you are at this point. To me, it feels like things are going quite fast for you. And the Death card has come up, which is just really kind of perfect for what I've been saying, because it's about kind of saying goodbye to old belief systems, a sort of rebirth, if you like. Yeah, it fits in with the whole feel of this energy, which is that of an awakening. And you can even see here, like in this particular chariot card, he's kind of, you know, this, you've got this angel imagery which sort of speaks of unseen, you know, it speaks of God, it speaks of the universe, it speaks of source, and then also he's carrying this sword, which is the logic and the reasoning that we were talking about with the Queen of Swords. And to a certain extent, the Chariot is about feeling pulled in two directions. So you might be having, hello, my wonderful bringer of presents. Yeah. To a certain extent, you may be feeling pulled in two directions. So that's kind of confirmed what we've already said, but hasn't necessarily maybe given you much on how to balance it. How to balance it, though. How to balance it for Pisces, please. How to balance it for Pisces, please. Let's see if we can... Oh, what's that? The Three of Swords in reverse. So there's pain tied up with this sense of awakening and this... And this what? Let's get another card. I think I have a feeling of this what, but... The moon really is into showing its face in your reading. This particular Two of Swords card has the moon in it as well, which is your card, which is, you know, the moon is Pisces energy. You're a little bit in my way, sweets. Especially when I know what you've been doing. Come here, you settle down on my knee for me. Would you mind? So the Three of Swords to the Two of Swords. It's hearts depicted by a rose. I've never really picked up on that before. It came out in reverse. Come on. Well, there's a lot of watery energy in these swords cards today. What's going on? We've got the water in the background. I mean, obviously it's raining in this card, which is not an unusual depiction of the Three of Swords. It feels quite watery. These air cards just feel quite watery. It's a bit weird. But that, yeah, well, that would make perfect sense, isn't it? Because I think, like, you're having difficulty balancing your cups and your swords. So I'm looking at these swords cards and all I'm feeling is cups. Wow. That's something else, isn't it? I feel it's a bit confusing for you at the moment. There is a sense of confusion. You know, the Two of Swords is... like not knowing which is the truth. I have the feeling it's maybe not that binary, and that might be what you're not seeing, because the Two of Swords with the blindfold on, it's always telling you that there's something about the situation you're not seeing. So let's see, what isn't Pisces seeing about the situation, please? What isn't Pisces seeing about the situation, please? Thank you. Ooh, that really flew out. Page of Wands. And the Nine of Swords in reverse, again with the moon. Hold it for you upright, again with the moon. In your spread. And interesting, we've got the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. What aren't you seeing? Well, I just kind of get the feeling that what you're not seeing is kind of how it's all going to unfold. Because the Page of Wands feels very curious, new, stepping into the unknown. But with excitement, that excitement that I picked up on before is still there. And so I think kind of what the advice here is to lean into that excitement. Anticipation, I want to say anticipation, lean into that anticipation. And that's going to help you with this feeling of a little, I suppose in a sense, the word lost might be appropriate. Just feeling not knowing how it's going to unfold, because it all feels very new to you. And this can lead to overthinking, which is the Nine of Swords. Possibly nightmares. The Nine of Swords is the card of nightmares, and I spoke about dreams already. You know, and we've got the moon in that card, which often speaks of dreams. So, yeah. But it's in reverse, so I can see you moving out of this energy of sort of anxiety and nightmares and fear of the unknown, perhaps might be the best way to put it, by maintaining a sort of sense of curiosity and wonder and excitement. I hope that makes sense. Yeah. And you know, it's no surprise really that you've got the Three of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords is a very nice High Priestess underneath. Came out in reverse. It's a very healing card, very healing energy. But it's about rest. You can see in a very meditative pose. It's very introspective. So yeah, I feel that's it's all a bit mixed up at the moment. It's like the cause and the effect is all mixed up. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm just kind of looking at these two cards next to one another, and it's kind of like the healing brings about this openness to receive, but then at the same time this openness to receive brings about healing. It's like sort of like an upward spiral. It's like you're in an upward spiral. It's nice. It's nice, but you know, I can feel your doubt as well, which is natural. I can feel it with the Nine of Swords, with the Two of Swords, with the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords though? I don't feel I'll quite get to the bottom of that. I'm just going to pull some extra cards on that Three of Swords before we move on to an oracle card for you. It could be this could be this could be the trigger point for this whole awakening, actually. Pain, betrayal. Five of Swords in reverse. Nine of Wands is that wounded warrior energy, so yeah, that would make sense. And Five of Swords is self-sabotage, so I think this is about self-betrayal. I think maybe you betrayed yourself in the past on some level, and this has been brought into your awareness. Two of Cups reversed though. This could also be like, yeah, a betrayal in a love relationship, an ending of some sort of intense relationship that felt, at the time at least, like it was a soulmate connection. I feel that could have come to an end for some of you, and that's maybe what's triggered this whole thing, which is kind of what I said originally. So I think on that one it's going to be quite different for different people, why that Three of Swords reverse has come out like that. I think, yeah, some of you, it might be you've experienced a betrayal in a relationship. Some of you it speaks to more of a self-betrayal. But of course, if you're in a relationship that kind of ends up in a reverse Two of Cups thing, then you probably have betrayed yourself as well within that relationship. So there's that. Right, I hope that makes sense from the tarot. I'm going to get a final message from this deck, which is the Secret Language of Light deck. Okay, Pisces. Okay. Final message for Pisces, please. Final message. Pay attention to your dreams. Just while yeah, pay attention to your dreams. Authentic truth. Oh, I like that that's come out for you. It's a number 4. So that feels like it goes back to that healing. But authentic truth, what was I saying about self-betrayal? Yeah. Yeah. I go to the book for reading these, but yeah. Even just the feeling of this card and the title of this card makes sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you. But let's read what it says. Authentic truth. Discover your truth and let others find theirs. Ah, yeah, because you had the Seven of Wands. Yeah. which sometimes with the seven of wands, you can forget to meet people where they're at and be so excited about your discoveries and your truth and your new way of seeing things that you sort of bombard them with stuff that they're not ready to hear. But right, anyway, let me read this. The truth will set you free so long as you recognise there is more than one truth and that the answers you seek exist beyond the beliefs you hold now. That's what I said. It's the beginning for you. It feels like the beginning of a journey. And you don't know how it's going to unfold. Okay. Sorry, it just never gets old when the oracle cards tie in so beautifully with a reading. So forgive me my excitement. Obviously, I'm in this page of wands energy. I do get excited about tarot and oracle. I love it. That's why I'm here. Okay. There are many truths in this world. You don't have to believe them all. Just focus on what resonates with you. If you must convince yourself of your beliefs, they are not your truth. Your truth will always fulfill and satisfy. It is unconditional, meaning conditions don't have to change for you to live and feel your truth. There is no right or wrong. What did I say? I said it's not that binary. Oh my God, this is beautiful. But there is cause and effect, or action and reaction. I even spoke about cause and effects. Master yourself, not someone else's processes. When you change your beliefs, your life changes to match it. To do this, you must be aware of how you feel and practice focusing on what makes your heart sing, not shrink. When you align with your truth, you will flow, feel excited, and believe an authentic life is possible. If it is not your truth, you will resist, find it hard to commit, and feel indecisive. I think that just ties in so beautifully with the reading. I hope it did make as much sense for you as it did for me. I hope I've explained the energy of the cards well enough. All right, Pisces, I am going to leave it there for you. Excuse me. This is a blockage with you speaking your truth, I think. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. It just helps the algorithms, helps get the videos out in front of more people, helps my little tiny channel grow. And if you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do so. All right, Pisces, my lovelies, thank you so much.